Long and short. How far apart are the dots? Guess the distance between any two dots. How many centimeters is it? Now measure it with the help of a scale. Did you guess right? Which two dots do you think are furthest from each other? Check your answer. Which two dots are nearest to each other? Check your answer. The shorter line. Akbar was a famous king. He had a smart minister called Birbal. Once Akbar gave him a difficult question. He drew a line on the floor. Birbal, here is a line. Make a shorter without easing. Now your line is shorter. Look at the pictures and explain how Birbal made. Now look at the pictures. Explain how Birbal made Akbar line shorter. Now can you be as smart as Birbal? Make his line shorter without easing it. Just think. Is there any longest line? Try this. Make her right arm 1 centimeter longer than the left arm. Draw a cup 1 centimeter shorter than this cup. Draw a broom half as long as this broom. How another hair of double the length. How tall the have you grown? Do you remember that in class 3rd you measured your height? Do you think you have grown taller? How much centimeter? You have friends also grown taller. Find out the fill the table below. Jumpa. Once read a list of the tallest people in the world. One of them was 272 centimeter tall. That is just double of Jumpa's height. How tall is Jumpa? Centimeter. Wow, his height is exactly doubt my height. Imagine, could you that person pass through the door of your classroom without bending? Will his head touch off roof of your house if he stand straight? The long and the shorter of your family. How is the tallest in your family? How is the shortest in your family? What is the difference between their heights? Inter-school sports meet race. This is a 100-meter race for girls. Arundhati is a nearest the finishing line. She is about 6 meters from it. Behind her is Rihanna, Konkana and Uma are running behind Rihanna. Look at the pictures to answer the question below. Choose from these distance 3 meters, 6 meters, 10 meters, 15 meters. How far is Rihanna from Arundhati? How far ahead is Rihanna from Konkana and Uma? How far are Konkana and Uma from the finishing line? You have heard about a 1,500 meters, 1,500 meters or 3,000 meter race. You remember that 1,000 meter make 1 kilometer and 5 meters make half a kilometer. So you can say in a 1,500 meters race people run kilometer. In a 3,000 meters race run kilometer. Have you heard about marathon race in which people have to run about 40 kilometer? People run marathon on road because the track of a stadium is only 400 meters. 10 rounds of a stadium track. So if you run a marathon on a stadium track, you will have to complete rounds. Dhanu has a longest jump of 3 meters 40 centimeter. Gurjeet is second. His jump to 20 centimeter less than Dhanu's. Gopi comes third. His jump is only 5 centimeter less than Gurjeet jump. How long to Gurjeet and Gopi's jump? Try and see how far you can jump. How far can you throw a ball meters? Look for a big ball like a ball or volleyball. How far can you kick it? Here are the Indian record and world record for some jumps. Find out from the table how many centimeters more should Chandrapal jump to equal the man's world record for high jump. How many centimeters higher should Bobby a jump to reach 2 meters? Remember that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, half meter. Galina's long jump is nearly 70 meters. 70 meter and a half meters, 8 meters. Look at the women's world record. What is the difference between the longest jump and the highest jump? If Mike P could jump centimeter longer, his jump would be full 9 meter, whose high jump is very close to 2.5 meters. Stefka K, Chandrapal, Xavier S, Bobby A. Running exercise. The doctor has told Devi Prasad to run 2 kilometers every day to stay fit. He took one round of this field. How far did he run? The field was very far from his home, so he chose a park nearby. The boundary of the park was about 400 meters long. How many rounds of the park must Devi Prasad run to complete 2 kilometers? One day the weather was very good and a cool breeze was blowing. He felt so good that he kept jogging till he got tired. After 8 rounds that day, he ran kilometers and meters. How many rooms high? The Qutub Minar is 72 meters high. About how many meters is high your classroom? Guess how many rooms, one on top of the other, will be equal to the Qutub Minar. Explain how you made a guess. From Kozhikode to Thalassery. Subodh is going to Kozhikode, which is 24 kilometers away. Manjani is going to Thalassery, which is 46 kilometers away in the opposite direction. How far is Kozhikode from Thalasri? How far is your home from school? Mumon comes to school from very far. He first walks about 400 meters to a pond. The pond with slippers in his hand. He then walks 150 meters through the pond. The next he runs across the 350 meters wide green field. Then he carefully crosses the 40 meters wide road to reach his room, his school. How much the Momun walk every day to reach school? Is it more than 1 meter? 1 kilometer. Find out the far your friend live from school and fill in the table. Write in meters or kilometers. Who among you lives nearest to the school? Who lives furthest from the school? How many children live less than 1 kilometer away from your school? Is there anyone who lives more than 5 kilometers away from the school? How do they come to school? Guess the find out. How long is the string of a kite reel? Can it be more than a kilometer long? If a handkerchief is made out of a single thread, how long would that thread be? I wish I were I wish I were a kite so that I could rise above this building's height. I wish I were a bird so that I could fly and reach above that kite. I wish I were a cloud so that I could move above those little birds. I wish I were a plane so that I could rise above the clouds and the hills. Try to find out which is the highest building that you have seen. About how many rooms high was it? How high can a kite go? Can it go higher than the Qutub Minar? How high can a plane fly? Can it fly higher than Mount Everest, which is the about 9 kilometer high? Have you ever seen cloud below you?